September 26, 2022, year of our Lord. What I'm about to show you is top secret stuff. Don't share this with any of your neighbors or friends or anybody you hunt near unless you want to help them. But this is a little trick I swiped from trapping. These are trapping stakes. These what hold a trap down. You pound it in the ground with a special post. Pound it in the ground. It's got a loop here. Well, I'm using it to hold down licking branches. I make my own. It ends up being a little cheaper. You can see in the very beginning of the video the tools I've used. Because I make a lot of them for a lot of different people on their properties. So I just make them instead of purchasing. You can purchase them by the dozen, I believe. But, so yeah. So, just so you know, real quick, at your hunting camp, hunting property, cabin lawns, trails, I mow them, maintain them. I guess I could even plow snow if needed to be. I could take my tractor and stuff like that. But I just wanted to let you know that real quick, that's the service that I offer. So thanks. Alright, well, it's raining, so I'm not gonna video out there, but see, I'm in front of Jay's Sporting Goods. It's in Clare, Michigan. There's two locations. There's one in Gaylord, Michigan, and one in Clare's. It's a playground for hunters and fishermen and women and campers and, you know, everything you need. Guns, bows, clothing. But I also went in there today to officially buy my hunting license for this year. Just in case I go out, and I keep forgetting. I've been meaning to do this for a while now. But I was like, well, it was kind of raining. So I'll just pull in real quick and get this done. I bought the combo license in Michigan. It's kind of confusing here and there. And Michigan just went to mandatory check-in if you do shoot something. Which is fine. There's a check-in station in Jay's. So if you think about it too, and you know, I have some Amish friends around here. And you hear the news and the politicians talk about voter ID and stuff like that. The Amish, okay, don't use computers or phones. Well, they do a little bit for work. They can communicate. But they don't drive, so they don't have normal driver's licenses. But yet they do vote. And they get around just fine. So it's all BS, basically, bottom line. But I also got my trappers, just in case I want to trap. And, well, I do trap anyway. I trap usually after season. And I got my bobcat tag, so I want to go after that. So, yeah, we'll go on moving blinds tomorrow. September 28, 2022, year of our Lord. You're probably wondering, what in the double HE hockey sticks am I doing with a zero turn, residential zero turn on a food plot? You probably don't even know where I'm at until I just told you. But as I turn to this clover plot area, you can see I have some unwanted vegetation. A little bit of thistle, a little bit of, earlier this year there was lots of thistle. Really big, tall. Can't remember what episode was. It's from the summer. Anyway, there's nice clover underneath this. And I'm just trying to... It does look better, obviously, after you mow it, but that's not why I'm doing it. I'm just trying to get this stuff back under control. And I'm doing it with my little mower, because that's what I had today. Usually I would do it with the tractor and brush hog, but however, the brush hog don't get as low as I'd like to. So I'm about 4.5 inches, and that's what I'm doing. A little micromanaging, if you will. Not ideal, but hey, if you have your own property, it is ideal. Just be careful of those rocks. Okay, today I'm out fixing licking branches and mock scrapes on a client's property, and I want to show you. Here is one that I didn't touch, and they're already scraping themselves naturally. This is that one's better to see right here. So already late September, it's 28th. Now this is one I fixed, so I pulled this paracord down. You can't see, but I pulled the paracord down to get this branch about chest height. I'll show you right here. It's about chest height. I add a little bit of Jackie's deer lure gel, licking branch gel, or branch butter. This is by Black Widow. These companies do not sponsor me. I do not get it free. I pay for this stuff. I do have some gloves on. Usually I use rubber gloves, but I just got gloves on. And then I got me old garden weasel here. The old garden weasel. And that's one I scraped up. Get the, if there's sticks or something in there, or branches or rocks, I'll clean them up and, use the garden weasel to act as a scrape. So maybe a little early to really get going scrape. These other ones are just kind of pawed a little bit. But I'm not gonna, I want to get out of here and not be back and not lay any more scent down. So that's what, just getting out of here. September 29. Sorry, I left the mower running in the background. 2022. Want to show you, I just planted this food plot in August. So it's about, let's see, almost 2 full months old. Okay. And I showed some close-up of it, because I got the utilization cage here, is what I like to call it. And look how tall the utilization cage is, and compared to everything out of the cage. You may be saying, man, my food plot looks terrible. It's barely growing. It's not very high. This is how high it would be if no deer were eating it, or other wildlife like rabbits, deer, groundhogs. It would be looking like this. What does this mean? A couple things. One, it means there might not be enough native vegetation for the animals to eat around your area. Number 2, it means you have more mouths to feed than you have food. Now luckily, this food plot keeps growing and growing and growing until, well, today it was 38 degrees, but until winter hits, and then it's, freezes off. And as a matter of fact, a lot of these brassicas will freeze off as soon as a hard frost, which could be any time. And I don't know if it did today or not in this area, but it was pretty close to being frosty. So consider that, keep that in mind when you go look at the plot and you don't have a cage and you're going, man, it's not very tall, it looks like crap. I got, dry spots in it or open spots. Well, the deer are just hammering it. Okay, so what do we do about those couple problems of either too many deer or not enough food? Well, one is to shoot more deer, shoot more does. That's population control. That's shooting doe more or less. Because of hunting season here in Michigan, we shoot the largest amount of bucks per square mile. Like, I think it's 3.2 4, it might even be more than that. I'd have to double check, but per square mile. Okay, does per square mile is like a little over 1, and it might be 1.5 per square mile. So population control by shooting antlerless deer. Next is improving your natural vegetation, or improving your woods if you have them. So I am in middle of a stance of mostly aspen, popple if you will. You see them over my shoulder. They require a clear cut. You need to clear cut 90% of them, or trees in general, to get enough daylight in here to create more popple, which is one of the best habitats you can get here in mid-Michigan. Popple stand, young popple stand. And then you got oaks and maple that you can cut or leave specific ones for acorn production. Maples really aren't any good except when they're young shoots and young stump shoots that the deer will eat. But all that daylight getting to the forest floor, or to the floor in general, you can see middle of the day and all this shade around me. You can see the sun barely coming in. Will create more food. Like if you look down, yeah, there's some food. It's the end of September, but this stuff's going to start dying, and the deer are going to start going to woody browse, acorns, woody browse. Well, look how far you can see through there. A long way. There ain't no underbrush there coming up for them to eat. So that's a couple things you can do about it. When you call me and hire me, this is what we'll talk about, either on the phone or at your property as we walk along and analyze your property to see what is best for it. All right, quick scouting trip on my way home here. Got a big old doe standing in the beans. So they've been laying in the food plots in the middle of the day right now. So the shift is on, big shift. Still ain't seeing the bucks on camera, but the deer are definitely moving. Of course, the weather is getting colder. So, hey, couple days is opening day of archery. September 30, 2022. I'm up in a stand. I am some camoing, making some camouflage on some clients' property, camouflaging their blinds, getting them safe for them, get them all ready for them to come out. I'll show a video of this from the ground. Hopefully it looks pretty good, but overlooking this little spot we cleared out. Planted a little food down here. Man, I don't want to leave. Tomorrow's opener bow. This is going to be the end of the video. Really appreciate you watching. Hope you are safe out there this weekend. This will air probably Monday morning. So hopefully you got one by then. If not, we got lots of season. And I want you to know that October, all of October, of course, is cancer awareness, breast cancer awareness, and you know, there's lots of things that month, but it's also Spina Bifida month. That is near and dear to me, because that is what my daughter was born with, and also I have a brother that has Spina Bifida as well. So just Spina Bifida awareness. What it is, it's a birth defect, affects your nervous system, affects physical more than mental, but it does affect it all. Everybody's different, and there is a child not born every day with it, but about 1 out of 1,000 children are born with it. And you know, hey, look it up and you'll learn a little bit more about it. So Can't wait to see you next week. Please subscribe. It's free. Subscriptions are more important to me than views, but share, comment, let me know. If you get one, send me an email. So, God bless y'all, and have a great week.